If you live near Mason or traveled to Kings Island, you've experienced the traffic mess on I-71.
Some city and county leaders say they found a solution that not only tackles congestion, but also brings jobs to the area. So why can't they get it done? The I-Team's Hagit Lamore has been investigating. She joins us now live in Mason. Hagit?
Well, anyone who travels out here knows traffic can be a bear. That is why the city and county want to make improvements to the Western Row interchange off I-71. They say not only would help reduce that gridlock, but it also would be an office park worth thousands of jobs. So what's the problem? They face a powerful, politically connected opponent who could help keep these plans just that, pieces of paper. Tackle rush hour on Fields Erdel Road or Kings Island Drive, and this is what you'll experience.
I mean, it's like this for hours.
Too many cars, too little road.
The way you see it, that's the way it is every night.
Oh, I've been looking at it for about 15 years.
Warren County engineer Neil Tunison says there's a better way.
Here it is. This is a study we finished back in '97.
Just up the highway at Western Row.
And this area, I believe, will become another gateway into Mason.
Mayor Don Prince looks at the same spot and sees up to 7,000 new jobs.
Once an initial development goes in, the whole area is going to really start to pop.
New jobs? Less gridlock? What is this magic solution? Proponents propose completing the Western Row interchange. Right now, it's half a cloverleaf. There's no way to exit south or enter north. Drivers divert on the next exits, then double back to this area on increasingly choked back streets. And without the full exchange, the city's having trouble developing an office park it plans on this prime real estate just off the interstate.
If you can put in an office building with white-collar salaries, densely filled with a lot of office workers, now you're talking a lot more benefit to the city. So that's the kind of economic development we want to see.
But the mayor's plan has hit its own version of gridlock. Opposition from one significant voice. Because while P&G, Luxottica, and Kings Island support the plan, as do the city, county, and state Department of Transportation, the other side of the scale features one heavyweight player, Cintas Corporation, and its CEO, Scott Farmer.
We have an area of disagreement or misalignment.
For close to a year, we've been asking Farmer for an interview to talk about the issue. Many credit Cintas' move to Mason 20 years ago as the spark that lit development here. It's one of the city's largest employers, worth a lot of tax dollars.
Cintas is here.
But the city, county, and state have been studying plans for Western Row almost as long as Cintas has been here. We found report after report. Farmer declined our requests, but sent us an email saying the proposed interchange would either eliminate or significantly disrupt access to our corporate complex, as well as property intended for future expansion and development. Does it seem like a big impact to you?
Well, to me, it doesn't.
The engineer in charge of the plan says the county already eliminated 2 of 5 options, and of the 3 left, this one seems most cost-effective and least disruptive.
Cintas is up in this corner right here.
The plan would take a narrow strip of Cintas land, less than an acre long, encroaching briefly on a Cintas road that could be rebuilt at taxpayer expense slightly west. While Farmer told the mayor in this letter a little more than a year ago that the plans could negatively impact Cintas' view, landscaping, pond, and fountain, this option seems to defy those fears.
I really expect that the property impact would be minimal to Cintas' property with the options that are being studied by the state.
Mayor Prince also defies Farmer's interpretation of promises made to Cintas before it moved here. In that same letter, Farmer said back in '89, our leadership made it clear to leaders in Mason and Warren County that Cintas had very serious concerns about a full interchange at Western Row Road.
There's a difference of opinion there on the memories going back. and that's unfortunate. We're not finding any evidence on the city side that such a promise was made.
Whether it was or wasn't, Farmer is clear today. We do not believe that the proposed Western Row interchange is a good idea. And when Farmer talks, politicians listen. A public records request reveals that Farmer and his family have been major contributors through the years to election campaigns for county officials, state legislators, Ohio Supreme Court justices, and the top officers of the state, including recently elected Governor John Kasich.
In your experience, how much does politics play into where the roads get built?
A lot.
We wanted to ask Farmer about these contributions, all of which are legal. But again, he wouldn't agree to our repeated calls for an interview.
Obviously, in America, we have the opportunity to comment and bring influence on our elected officials, one of which I am. And I have certainly felt Mr. Farmer's influence, and I'm sure other elected officials have as well.
For now, the county's still studying those last three options, but no money's been allocated to build any ramps.
There's got to be an easier way to get home.
No matter how drivers may feel about any option, but the status quo.
Seems to me it would help a lot.
If you're wondering why the city doesn't just use eminent domain, well, that would be premature. First, they do need to narrow down those three plans to one, and they really want to work out a compromise that will please everyone, including Cintas. So far, Cintas only seems to indicate that it would support one of the plans. That one would steer clear of its property, but cut right through that proposed office park. Clyde and Carol.
Hagit Lamore reporting live from Mason. Thanks, Hagit. The prosecutor